Hey, this is Sean Reddy, Keller Williams Reddy Group and Westridge Glen resident. We're talking about the changes to the real estate market month over month as we wrap up March 2023, and we're comparing that to February 2023 right here in Westridge Glen. Obviously, small market, about 700 homes. So the percentage changes that you'll hear sound rather dramatic, yet keep in mind we're working with a small sample size of what's selling and listing in those or that particular month. So the numbers themselves aren't huge changes. Yet we'll go with the biggest changes as far as percentage goes. Closed sales. March, we saw 7 closed sales in the neighborhood. Compare that to February, there was just 1, so that is a 600% increase. Again, sounds dramatic, yet 7. 7's a lot, considering that typically about 50 homes out of the 700 turnover each year, equating to what, about 4 per month. So 7's almost double what the normal month looks like. Another big change, another couple big changes. Let's see here. The pending sales actually went down. We went from 6 new contracts to 3 new contracts in, 6 in February down to 3 in March. So obviously that's a 50% decrease. Also has to do with the available inventory out there being lower. So less homes are going to contract. Available homes, as I mentioned, this is a spot check of what's on the market the first of each month, so February 1st compared to March 1st. A 50% decline. Again, sounds dramatic, yet that means just 2 homes were on the market on February 1st and just 1 on March 1st. New listings, there was a 20% decline. Went from 5 new listings hitting the market in February down to 4 in March. So definitely not enough to satisfy the current demand out there if you are thinking about selling. We'll talk about that in a second, but you can expect some great things. Average days on market also dropped by 50%, went from 8 average days in February down to 4 average days in March. Median remained the same at 3 days. Average selling price, median selling price. So there was only 1 closed in February, as mentioned. That was $680,000. So obviously that $680 provides our average and our median for that month. Last month in March, the average of the 7 that closed was $765,000 and change. Median was $769,000 and change. I get asked about these numbers all the time, yet please keep in mind, this is the average and the median of what closed in that particular 30, 31-day span. Average ratio between asking price and selling price, that actually went down a little bit. It was 104, almost 105%. But again, that's on 1 property. So the average of the 7 that closed was just shy of 103%. So that means on average, these homes sold for more, almost 3% more than their asking price. Again, this points to the relationship between supply and demand. When 7 homes are closing, that means a bunch went under contract last month, more than what's coming onto the market. So there's essentially just a pool of buyers who are just waiting out there for new properties to hit the market. So what that means, if you are considering a move this year, if you're thinking about selling your home in Westridge Glen, provided nothing dramatically changes, as long as it is well presented, meaning it shows well and it's marketed well, and as long as it's correctly priced, you cannot, and I can't stress this enough, you cannot overprice it and expect these results. You should get lots of traffic and potentially multiple offers in your home at least at this point this year. If you're buying a home in the neighborhood this year, maybe you're watching this because it came up on a YouTube search. Well, not a whole heck of a lot to choose from, so you have to be on the ready. You have to have instant notification of when something does come available. And when it does, and it does match your search and checks boxes for you, be prepared to make a move on it sooner rather than later. And be competitive with your offer right now. It's not 2021 or even first quarter 2022 in the sense that there are 15, 20, 30 offers on a property. Yet when you're competing with 3, 4, 5 other buyers, it still doesn't give you a whole lot of negotiating power as a buyer. Doesn't mean it's not a good buy. It just means that you got to be prepared to change your expectations of the market a little bit. So that's the snapshot view of March versus February 2023 right here in Westridge Glen. Again, from your resident realtor. I do live in the neighborhood and happy to break this down based on your particular scenario or your home's value. Anytime you like, no obligation whatsoever. I am just here to be a resource for you and hope you are enjoying these. If you are, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. That way, these will be spoon-fed right to your feed. Thanks again. We'll see you next month.